Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Good News and Interviews with Forrest Tree Lee. Tonight we have some special guests, but first of all, I'd like to thank the Pizza Palace, located in Brundage, Alabama, as a new sponsor, along with Meeks Termite as a new sponsor to the show. Later on in the show, we're having a giveaway. We have two giveaways. We have a certificate to the Chicken Shack of Luverne, and we have a gift certificate to the Pizza Palace located in Brundage, Alabama, in downtown Brundage. So stay tuned later for the time of the show that we give away these certificates. Again, you can watch us live from 7 to 8 each Monday night. Our replays will be on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock after the coaches show that will be starting this Wednesday night. So the replays for Good News and Interviews will be Wednesdays from 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Last week, I'd like to thank Sonny Kirkpatrick and Madison Stewart. Madison's a senior volleyball player at Charles Hudson High School, and Coach Kirkpatrick is the head coach. They were on last week. I want to thank them and wish the Lady Trojans the best of luck in this volleyball season. Also, we'd like to thank Robin Snyder for being on last week. He's the new JV football coach at Pike Level Arts, and he's the new head softball coach at Pike Level Arts. At this time, I'd like to thank our current sponsors. We have Troy Bank and Trust. They have 14 locations. They have 4 here in Troy. I'd like to thank Troy Paint and Body, Derek and Dawn Broadway. They're located on South Brundage Street. Chimney Hot Sauces. What I like to do is soak my wings in these and then bake them, or I will grill them or smoke them. But this Chimney Rock hot sauce, you can go to www.chimneysauce.com. It's located in the Lake Martin, Auburn area. They have several locations up there that you can get it off the shelf. But you can go to www.chimneyrocksauce.com and order a selection of these. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's smoky. And when we go to commercial, you can see the neat commercial that they have, Take the Leap. And those young men and women that are taking the leap are actually leaping into Lake Martin off of Chimney Rock. I'd like to thank the Pike Farmers Co-op, located in Goshen and Troy, Alabama. Go by and get you some fresh peanuts. And you can get an array of different kind of peanuts. You can get skinless, salted, honey roasted, and butter toffee. There's all kind of things you can get at both co-ops as it relates to feed and seed and tack and vegetables and sprays and fertilizer. Go see Pike Farmers Co-op. Also, I'd like to thank Jason Gregory, a premier Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Troy, Alabama, located on US 231, for being a sponsor, and Golden Boy, and its general manager, Robert Jacobs, for their sponsorship as well. Pond Stocker, Jet Trotter, and Jim Mullis, for all your needs as it relates to a pond, be it stocking, be it fountains, be it fertilizer. Visit Pond Stocker 2 on Facebook. You can also Google it and pull it up. I'd like to thank Diane and Buck at Campbell's Produce, located on US 231 South, just past Sisters. Kelly Tires in downtown Troy. Last week I had my front end lined up on my F-150 pick-em-up truck, and they rotated my tires and lined up the front end. Go see Rex or Miss Nail at Kelly Tires. Southern Grill and Patio, with football season starting, they have an array of sauces and spices, and they have a bunch of grills to choose from. But this Bordeaux Sweet Island sauce is one of the 4 sauces that they carry by Jim Bordeaux. It's made out of natural ingredients. Go to North 3 Knot Street, 600 North 3 Knots. It's in the same building as Town and Country, and they have these in stock. They are wonderful. We did a taste test about 3 weeks ago. That is some great natural sauce for your steak, your chicken, seafood, whatever. They got about 4 different brands. Go see Southern Grill and Patio, located on 3 Knot Street. See the Hartleys. I also would like to thank the Old Barn Restaurant. Thank Amy and Scotty Chandler for their sponsorship. Wallace Pump and Supply, located on US 231 South, going toward Brundage. Wallace Brothers Cotton Ship, thank you. Douglas Brothers, Mr. Shear Qualls, located in downtown Troy, for all your jewelry needs. We've got a lot of different items for gifts for weddings and anniversaries and Christmas and all those kind of things. Joe Watson at Bird Drugs. Mr. Joe and Melanie Hawkins are the pharmacists on staff there. They have a sweet disposition and they're friendly service, and they can meet all your needs as it applies to drugs and all. They have a great cafe too, called the Deli. I want to thank the Deli girls. Whaley Pecans, Mr. Bob and Mary Whaley, located on Pecan Street, not far from this studio. And I'd like to thank their daughters, Melissa and Marcia, for their being a sponsor here on the show. If you love photography and you need a good photographer, go to abbyleephotography.co for all your photography needs, and log on and see what kind of items and things that she can do for you as it relates to photography. Lenny Trawick, he's located in downtown Troy. He does a lot of guitar lessons there at Flat Tops and Fiddles. And I want to thank Mr. Donald Brown for being a sponsor too, and Lenny. Home Gallery, see David or Sherry Hams. When you're in there, ask David about olives, Mountain Dews, and Dr. Pepper, and he can tell you that story. They're located on Love Street. Brundage Country Club, Donnie Mobley and his staff, they have a beautiful 9-hole course. It's very reasonable prices. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. Wonderful course. Sticky Frogs, see Jennifer for any signs or t-shirt needs that you have, things of that nature. Also would like to thank State Farm Insurance, Mr. Bryant Smith, located here on South Brundage Street. Piggly Wiggly, Steve and Jennifer Garrett, they have 2 locations, one on 3 Notch and one on US 231 South. Of course, the Chicken Shack, Lou Byrne. Stay tuned, call your friends for a chance to win a certificate later on in the show. You got to listen to the interviews. I'll have some clues there. Also, Flowers Realty. Billy Ann and Kevin put flowers in your yard. Call them at 635-2043. Signature Air Designs. Shirley Ellis at 566-7311. And continued prayers for Miss Shirley and her family. Also, Brian McDaniels of Jackson Hardware, located in downtown Brundage, for all your hardware needs if you're in that part of the country. Also, we've already mentioned the Pizza Palace in downtown Brundage. I want to thank Miss Pretty Patel for her sponsorship. That is her nickname, Miss Pretty. And Meeks Termite, located on South Brundage Street here in Troy. We'll be back. I want to thank all our sponsors. And ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we'll have Perry Brown. Perry is the associate pastor of the Transformation Church here in Troy, Alabama on Park Street, I believe, and he's a musician. And later on, he and another fellow by the name of Adam Vincent is going to bring us a couple of songs. But we'll be back with good news and interviews after these messages.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not, pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
August 20th. Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to Good News and Interviews with Forrest Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Perry Brown. Thank you, Perry, for coming on the show. And just as a preemptive thing, now you have relatives in Glenwood.
I do.
Was your mother from Glenwood?
She is from Glenwood, yes, sir.
And I know about Glenwood. They have a flowing well there in Glenwood. So, and a little bit more history. I grew up with one of your uncles, Bobby. And one summer I painted with his other uncle, Sam Brown. And Mr. W.T. Brown would be your granddaddy, Mr. Buster Brown. And they had a great summer doing that. But Perry, thank you for coming. Now, your hometown is?
I'm from Troy, and you don't have to lie about having a good summer painting the houses.
Okay. Well, that's where I learned about the chicken shack.
Well, okay.
We
Well,
worked
that
in
was
Laverne.
a
What you
plus.
want, Forrest? I want chicken, white meat, fries, coleslaw. Next day, same thing.
That's always a plus.
And, but anyway, your parents, if you will.
Steve and Nancy Brown.
Steve and Nancy Brown, and her maiden name was?
Barry.
Barry. Now, how did you get the name Perry?
My great grandfather, his name was Perry Richburg, and I was named after him.
Okay. Now you've got children?
I have two children. Yeah, I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, a boy and a girl.
Okay. And we're good. And I saw you on a lawnmower the other day, riding one of them around. Now, of course, you went to what high school?
I went to Pike Live. I graduated in 2005.
And then after that, you went to?
Troy University. I went to Auburn for about a year, and then I transferred from there to Troy.
To Troy University. You got your major in?
Graphic design.
Graphic design.
Yes, sir.
So you're a graphic designer. Now, how did your interest in music start?
I've just always kind of been into music. I was always drawn to it from when I was a kid. I remember being 2 or 3 years old. I had this little guitar, and I remember being a little boy, and I loved Alan Jackson growing up. I remember the first song I ever knew all the words to was you remember that Chasing That Neon Rainbow? Do you remember that song?
Chasing That. Yeah.
And I just loved that kind of stuff. I had a little guitar I carried around with me everywhere, and my dad rocked the recliner on it and knocked a big hole in the back of it. But yeah, that was kind of how I just got into music at a young age. I just always loved it.
So your first guitar was what kind of guitar? After that one?
After that one. The first one I ever got was a Takamine G something. I heard you talking about Don down at Flat Tops and Fiddles. I bought it from him. I got it from him. My grandmother bought it from me from him when I was 12 years old.
Right. So Flat Tops and Fiddles, Mr. Don Brown, he's the owner. He's a sponsor of the show. So that's a great place if you have a young child or even an adult that's interested in music, mandolins, guitars, or whatever. Go see the Browns at Flat Tops and Fiddles on the square. I think they open up about 10 o'clock each morning. And Lenny Traywick, I know, gives lessons. We featured him on the show. He does lessons, I think, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And another young lady who was on the show, Kat Deal, she gives lessons as well. And she's a graduate of Charles Citizen High School. And she's a phenomenal singer as well. So, do you play any other instruments besides
I can barely play a piano. A buddy of mine taught me how to play it a few years ago, and I really enjoy it. I kind of wish, I told him I wish I could go back, and I wish I could have played that first instead of the guitar. The piano kind of makes more sense to me for some reason. I guess because you can see all the notes out in front of you.
Right. Okay. Now, your role at the Transformation Church, tell the the audience, if you will, where that's located and what your role is there, and a little bit about your church.
I'm the associate pastor / worship pastor at Transformation Church. We're over at 1213 Park Street, kind of over there by the substation and the post office over there.
And the water tower.
And the water tower, yeah. I don't ever say the water tower. I always say the post office for some reason. But yeah, that's we're over there, and we've been in that building for about 5 years. Before then, we were meeting over there across from Little Caesar, well, right over here, and that right next door to you. And we've been around since 2012.
Who's the pastor?
Randy Bruner is the lead pastor over there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And y'all services meet?
We meet on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
10?
And we have small group Bible studies that meet throughout the week.
Okay. Do you have a phone number?
Yeah, well, not a phone number. You can go. We have a website. It's transformationtroy.com. You can go if you want some more information on there. I'll give you kind of a background of it, Forrest. We kind of started out. It's not really a non-denominational church. We're essentially a Baptist church, and you can read all of our beliefs and doctrine on our website. But a big focus of our church is discipleship. A lot of people talk about the Great Commission that Christ has. He says, "Go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit." And that's evangelism. And then, though, he says to teach these people all the things that I've commanded you to know, and that's discipleship. And that is such a huge importance that I think we don't. A lot of people don't stress enough is discipling other believers to then go and share the gospel and disciple other people in Christ as well. So that's one of our big focuses there. And if you've been looking for that in a church family, or you don't have a church home in town, I really encourage you to come check us out.
And that's on Park Street, and your service is Sundays at
10 a.m.
10 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now, Perry, Adam Vinson.
Yes,
Let's talk about your band, and if we will, Nate, if you can flash and hesitate all those, the information about Perry and his band and all that. There we go. Is that a picture of you?
Yeah, I guess you can't really see my face.
Okay. All right. And so let's talk about your band members.
My band, the name of my band is Fire Mountain. We started back in, 2009. And we used to play all over the place. We toured a pretty good bit. We'd have shows all the time. We have a few albums out. Adam, he plays drums with me. He's here with me today. Right now, currently, Fire Mountain haven't played real shows in a while. We all have had kids or done other things, so we just, we get together and play from time to time. So,
how can someone purchase an album?
If you want to check out any of our music, you can go on Spotify or iTunes or anything like that, and you can look up Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain. Okay.
Yeah, or you can go to my website. It's perry-brown.com.
Okay.
I have a solo album that I put out about 4 years ago. That you can find that on there and all that.
Yeah, Nate, can you find his contact information card on there and flash that and hold that for the audience, if you will? And anyway, so Adam is with you. He's one of your drummers and band members, and the songs that y'all about to play, you're going to play a couple of songs. Can you tell us about those songs?
Yeah, the first one I'm going to do, it's called Patchwork. It's off my solo album. It's kind of a song about quilts, which is kind of a strange thing to have a song about.
You ever heard of G's Bend?
Yeah, absolutely.
I talked about that in class today. We were doing some map skills, and I showed them where there's two state-operated ferries. One's at G's Bend, and the other one is in Mobile. But go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen the exhibit for that for you. The song's kind of about, I guess it's kind of about quilts, but it's about, kind of taking care of your family and recognizing that, you can't substitute spending time with your family for anything else. And then the second song we're doing, it's called Doing Fine. It's off one of our Fire Mountain albums. It's about Troy, Alabama. I wrote it about Troy.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't know if it's positive, but it's just about growing up here, how
Troy, Alabama.
you look around and you grow up in smaller towns and you see other people and you think, that person has it all together, those people have it all together, and then you get a little bit older and see things, you realize, hey, nobody's really got it all together. So,
well, listen up here. We're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Adam Vincent up here on the set, and I'll introduce him, and then you'll hear a couple of songs by the name of your band one more time is the
Fire Mountain.
Fire Mountain, and they have a couple of songs that they're going to play, and we'll be back in just a few minutes after these messages with Perry Brown and Adam Vincent.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not. Pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to Good News and Interviews with Forrest Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam Vincent and Perry Brown.
Unravel backwards, years of on the patchwork, with reds and blues and greens. The yellows look as gold as gasoline. Thrown out on the hillside, its colors pale in moonlight, sprawled out answering. It made your place to watch the stars with me. When the nights get colder, it's on my shoulder. It's as heavy as the heart you have to meet. When I'm in those graves, you can use it to dry your tears. Sew yourself in next to me. in those gray years. Use it to dry your tears. You sew yourself in next to me. You sew yourself in next to me. You sew yourself in next to me. Driving the roads I used to ride with my dad. The potholes grown out ever wide. Watches the cars cross the bridge in the rain. They try not to slip off either side. It's always how it is across this old town. The slipping people hanging on. It's dry on Sunday and the gambling gets shut down. You can bet the nights are long. We smile when we need it, crying in the corner, out of sight, out of mind. We feel like the devil in the midst of angels, baby, no one's doing fine. Baby, no one's doing fine. They are the doctors just to take all the pain. Prescribe cigarettes and drink. There's no fevers in the houses on the hill. Lord, they're sicker than we think. We smile when we need it, crying in the corner, out of sight, out of mind. We feel like the devil in the midst of angels, baby, no one's doing fine. Baby, no one's doing fine. Whatever happened to the days I could stand? Now they all fall down in a line. It's hard to hold your heart with these shaking hands. It's why I drop it all the time. And we smile when we need it, crying in the corner, out of sight, out of mind. We feel like the devil in the midst of angels, baby, no one's doing fine.
I got chill bumps. And I want to say this: there's smiles from heaven. Harry Drinkard. I tell you what, Buster Brown means a lot to me in Miss Virginia. And I just wanted to just mention their names, and I want to thank y'all for coming. Adam, thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
And Perry, certainly want to thank you. And on behalf of our sponsors, the co-op, they have peanuts. They have honey roasted, butter, toffee, and just regular old skinless peanuts. And you're welcome to, you pick the one you want. And I've got some extras. Okay. Again, Perry, tell everyone how they can get up with you.
You can find my website at perry-brown.com. I think they're showing it up here right now. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. Like I said, I'm a graphic designer. I do a lot of design work. If anybody in the Troy, Pike County area needs any help with that, I can help you out. My music's on there. Check out my church at transformationtroy.com. And we actually have a show this Friday night. If anybody's listening in the Lake Martin area, we're actually playing in Equality, Alabama, at the Performing Arts Center there on Friday night. So come check us out if you would like to do that.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thank y'all for coming. And ladies and gentlemen, in just a few, after this commercial break, we're going to bring Amy Warwick, the head volleyball coach from Goshen High School. She'll be here with 3 of her players. And we'll be back in just a moment.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
Attention! Attention! PremierTroy.com. We want your trade. We'll buy your car. Whether you purchase a vehicle from us or not, pre-owned car values are at an all-time high. Trade your car for cash or a newer vehicle. It's your choice. Premier wants your car. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody!
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Where should you go to find the best deals on a vehicle? Anywhere, anytime? PremierTroy.com. Shop our huge selection. PremierTroy.com. Pick your next vehicle. Pick your payment. Yes. Shop, save, and buy. PremierTroy.com. Nobody beats a Premier deal. Nobody.
Brundage Building Supply and Paint Center at Jackson Hardware. 120 years and counting of real customer service with a smile and a heartfelt thank you for visiting with us. PPE, lumber, paint, building supply and roofing, guns, ammunition, American-made items, and oh, by the way, hardware.
Welcome back to Good News and Interviews. I'm Forrest Lee, and we have Miss Amy Warwick, the head coach at Goshen, Alabama for the Goshen High School Lady Eagle volleyball team, and we've got 3 Lady Eagle volleyball players with us. Amy, thank you for coming and bringing your girls. And first of all, Amy, let's talk about your hometown. It is.
Well, I'm from Troy.
And you went to?
Charles Henderson.
And graduated at what university?
Troy.
Troy. And your degree is in?
My undergraduate degrees in special ed and my master's. I have a master's in special ed also.
Okay. Now, what are your teaching roles there at Goshen? What do you teach?
Well, I started off in Goshen at the elementary school as a special education teacher, and then and I coached. Started off as an assistant coach under Coach Hughes, D. Hughes.
D.
Coached with her about 8 years, and when I started head coaching, when she had cancer treatments, went in and got treatments, and so then I was fortunate enough to be blessed with that job. After her, I went and I've been head coach about 8 years. But I switched at that time. I switched and went over to the high school as PE teacher.
Okay. And you coach volleyball and
Softball.
Real quick, I want to interject this. I want to go ahead and mention that I love Jack and Jamie Waller, her parents, Mr. Frank and Frances Hurley. I grew up around Mr. Frank. I think the world of them, Miss Virginia. One of their other daughters, Virginia. And Mr. and Ms. Walker, I cannot remember their first names, but they were my bus drivers.
Temple and James.
They were my bus drivers when I was little at Goshen, and we rode dirt roads between Pike.
That's been a long time ago. You telling how old you are?
Pike County and Crenshaw County, and you talking about a ride? Those buses, man, we had fun. Especially if you rode in the back of the bus, you might hit a bump or two. But Goshen volleyball, have y'all had a chance to play any matches, Miss Amy?
We actually had just started. We played our first tournament. We didn't get to play any tournaments last year, and that really we really love playing tournaments. So we played our first tournament this year in Kinston, Alabama.
Okay. So y'all were able to play how many matches total?
We played 3.
3 matches. And your next match is?
Tomorrow, actually.
Where will
Tomorrow at Goshen against Geneva County.
All right, against Geneva County, and what time will that first match start?
Starts at 4 with junior high.
Okay. And how does someone pay to get in the game?
You've got to go, you can either go to the Pike County website and look at, and down in the corner they have Goshen Athletics, and it links you to the GoFan website, because all of our tickets are going to be digital.
By phone.
By phone.
And you have to do that when you come to the gate, show
your phone, show your ticket that you've already purchased, and then you're good to go.
All right, so we have 3 young ladies with us. Our senior is Ella.
Ella Tatum.
Hello, Ella. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ella.
I'm planning on going to Troy after I graduate to get a nursing degree, and I'm a right side.
Tell us who your parents are.
Oh, Jessica and Shane Tatum.
Okay.
My dad works at the college, and my mom works at the elementary school in Goshen.
Well, great. And now, Ella, so you're a senior. How many seniors do we have?
We have 2.
2. Who's the other senior?
Deja Harris.
Okay. And, all right, Casey Wilkes.
Sorry?
All right, let's talk about Casey for a minute.
I'm a junior at Goshen, and I'm a hitter and a passer. And
Tell me your parents.
My parents are Chris and Sherry Wilkes. And after I graduate, I'm going to probably go to Troy to be a teacher and maybe coach volleyball and softball.
Well,
She may take my job.
How long have you been teaching, Amy? You coaching? How long have you been teaching?
I have been teaching. This is my 28th year, but I've been coaching 16.
And I want to go on record and say I love Byron and Gloria Wilkes. 2 of my favorites. She was a Falmer, one of them Falmer girls. And we have Jaylee Adair. She's a junior. All right, Jaylee, tell us about yourself.
My parents are Jessica and Jay Adair, and after I graduate, I want to go to Faulkner and get my degree in the medical field.
Okay, who are your grandparents? Some of your grandparents.
Jamie and Jerry Miller.
Okay.
And then Stan and Debbie Adair.
Uh-oh. I know Adair's too. There's a Sanders in there.
Yeah.
But if we can start showing our volleyball players, Nate, and I want to thank Nate Braystead and Ava Jackson. They are the production manager, so to speak, and program managers. I want to thank them. And in a minute, they're going to start flashing the Goshen volleyball team on the screen. And he's trying to find it. But, all right, here we go. Number 2. Go ahead.
This is Mary Michael Jordan. Miss Mary Michael Jordan. She is on our junior high. Junior high or JV? Volleyball team.
All right.
They all practice together, so.
All right.
And this is Annabelle Granados. You're testing me on these new players, aren't you?
These are JV players.
That's correct.
So they're mostly 7th and 8th graders.
They are.
Some not players. 13.
This is Maddie, Sneed. They know, I mean, I know they're much as Maddie. I know by first name.
What's
Maddie,
Maddie?
Sneed.
Okay.
These are all new this year.
Hey, Maddie.
This is Jessie Island.
Jessie Island, E-I-L-A-N-D.
That's correct.
Okay.
And this is Amanda Sneed.
Hey, Amanda. Is that her sister, the other girl we saw?
No, cousins.
Okay, cousin. Okay.
Maybe not. I don't even know.
Number
And
3.
this is Grace Bunnell.
So
Bunnell.
Burnett. Grace.
Yeah. You might. Well, anyway. This is Anna Ellerman. See, they're so proud of me doing this. This is Emily Trainham.
Is that number 19?
That
Emily?
is. Mm-hmm.
No.
And that is Addie. Addie Richburg, Addison Richburg.
Hey, Addison. There you go.
And this is Corlicia Jones. And Haley Sneed. Got another Sneed.
Are these varsity here now in the
This
purple?
is JV.
This is
This is
JV
Harley
still?
Bennett.
They cut it out.
They cut her.
That's number 12. Sorry.
I think it's Megan.
That's the best we could do with that one. That's Megan, you think?
This is Abigail Shepherd. That's Abigail Ellerman. J.C. Rushing. Parker Henderson. Alyssa Pippins. I wonder who that is.
Now we're getting into the varsity.
We're getting into varsity.
All
Ella
right, here's the
Tatum.
varsity.
That's Ella.
That's me.
Hey, Ella. And you're a senior. Okay.
That's Jason.
That's J.C. She plays both. But she doesn't play J. She plays with the varsity. That's Kaylee Pierre. Wonder who that is.
That's me.
You need to tell who me is, number 5.
Oh, Casey Wilkes.
And I think that's Deja Harris, but we cut her.
Sorry, Deja.
She's a first-year player with us this year. She transferred in.
That means she's tall.
That's right.
This is Julie.
This is Miss Jaylee Adair.
Jaylee.
She sometimes plays our middle and libero in the back.
Okay.
She's a substitute libero.
At least we're trying to get them on there.
Is that who?
That's
Michaela.
Michaela.
McKay.
And it's
That's
Emily.
Emily Hussey.
That's her actual libero.
That's our actual libero.
She wears a different color.
Yeah.
She does.
All right,
Jamie
23.
left hers at home.
That's
This
Abigail
is
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
That's
Micaiah Curry. Peyton.
No,
that's Alyssa.
Alyssa. My bad. We didn't
All
do
right.
that.
Hey, if you will, just keep scrolling through those, Nate, as we continue to talk, if that's okay. Hey, show us the schedule real quick, Nate, and then just let the girls flow through there while we're talking for the next few minutes. There's the volleyball schedule, and to get a copy of that, tell the people, so we're at the 24th, right?
Yes,
Is that-
sir.
And that's a home game?
Mm-hmm.
The Gold is home, so 24, 31, 02, and the 7th of September. All right, so tomorrow we play
Geneva County
at home.
at home.
And that first,
All 3 teams, and junior high starts at 4 o'clock,
4
and then JV will follow that match, and then varsity.
okay, then Thursday on the 26th, who do we play?
Brantley
At Brantley,
in Brantley.
the Lady
Mhm.
Bulldogs.
The Lady
Okay, now,
Bulldogs.
Miss Amy, who's the teams in your area?
We have Pike County, Opp, and New Brockton in our area.
And y'all are 3A.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is your second year in 3A. Okay, and y'all did not play at all last year?
We did. We were able to play like 10 games
10 games.
last year. We were fortunate. We had 10 games. We couldn't play any tournaments because of the code, because of the threat of everybody mixing and, but we were able to play 10 matches.
Okay. Now, some of the challenges, let's go ahead and talk about some of the challenge that you have faced. Or
Just
that
with this year, with it being
this year, that it's a challenge for coaches in volleyball or any other sport.
It is a challenge. We right now, we have plenty of players, but right now we have quite a few kids that are either quarantined due to. I don't think we actually have anybody that is sick right now, but we have quite a few that have been exposed, and so either their parent or their brother or sister have it. So that means they can't come and participate. So that puts our numbers. We are just like barely getting enough to play. So that's always, we always have to play the girls at every position because you just never know,
Right.
what players you're going to have.
Yes, ma'am. Have you got any girls now playing junior college volleyball that have played at Goshen or who have played in the past few years?
Not right now.
Katie did.
We had Katie Thomas. You remember Katie?
Katie?
Katie went on to play. She played at Wallace Hansville and then could have gone on to play, but while she was at Wallace Hansville, coming out of her second year, she had shoulder surgery.
Okay.
But she did go to UAB and graduate with a nursing,
That's right.
and we're proud of that.
That's right.
She works at Jackson and delivers babies.
Well, great. Well, great. Let's talk about this. Your area tournament is what time of the year?
It will be close to, I think this year, I had a date on that, but I think it'll be around the second week in October. And we always, whoever wins area, and so whoever's first in the area will host area. Last year, OP hosted area.
And then when you go to the tournament, the number 1 and number 2 team will advance to the next
That's
round?
correct, two.
The top 2. And
The
where
top 2.
is that, the regionals that they will advance to?
Last year they changed it. Regionals have always been in Montgomery at the, I forget what it is, Crampton
Right.
Bowl, right next to Crampton Bowl.
Multiplex.
At the multiplex, and that's always been a great atmosphere to play in. I like it there because it's kind of neutral and it's a really good atmosphere for the girls to go. But last year they changed it almost, if you remember, like way back before they did it at the multiplex, they've changed it and they've gone back to you playing at the school at the winners. So sub-regionals, they have a sub-regional round.
So in other words, whoever finishes second has to travel,
That's correct.
and whoever wins the area will host.
Gets to host a team. We went to Trinity last year.
Okay. So now after the regionals, then it's the state. Is that the next step?
That's right.
And that will be held in
It's always held in Birmingham.
Always
At,
held.
what is that place
the
called?
Civic Center.
No, it's the new place. It's new. It's not as new now as it used to be, but I forget the name of it.
Do they split it up like 1 through 3A play here and the others play
They
here?
split up different days. They all play
Different days.
in the same
Okay.
place, but it's
Okay.
different days.
So let's go ahead and tell everybody
Crossplex. It's at the Crossplex.
the Crossplex in
Mhm.
Birmingham, the
In
state
Birmingham.
championships. All right. Again, we play who tomorrow?
We play Geneva County
Geneva County.
at
We
home.
got a couple of prizes to give away to some callers. The first guest we had on the show was Perry Brown. And we mentioned that his mother's hometown is located in Crenshaw County. And it starts with a G. And if you're the first caller with a correct answer of his mother's hometown that has a flowing well, and it starts with a G, you win a gift certificate to the Chicken Shack Luverne. All right.
Can I call him?
Hold on. Welcome. Thank you for calling Good News and Interviews, and your answer is?
Glenwood.
That is correct. Who we got on the phone?
Danny Ray.
Danny Ray. Well, Danny Ray, call me back at this number, 268-0738, and you win the Chicken Shack. All right, the next caller, thank you, Danny. Did you get that number to call me back? Call Forrest Lee at 268-0738. Call me at 8 o'clock.
0738 in the morning. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, 268-0738. Thank you. Just pick up the phone, hang it up. Thank you, Danny, for calling. He wins a gift certificate to the Chicken Shack. Our next certificate is a $20 certificate to the Pizza Palace in Brundage, Alabama. It expires the 31st of August, 21. If you could name Miss Amy's daddy or mother's name, or any of her grandparents' name, you'd be the first caller at 770-3352, and you'll win a $20 certificate to the Pizza Palace in Brundage, Alabama. So if you know Miss Waller's mother or daddy's first name or any of her grandparents, you win this certificate. We may have another question. All right, girls, I want to ask y'all a question. Raise your hand if you know. Where was volleyball founded? What's the end state?
Springfield.
Was it Springfield
It
or
was
Holyoke?
Springfield.
Okay.
It may have been Holyoke, but it was perfected. Because I just did this for one of my classes.
Okay.
It was at Springfield College.
Okay, in Massachusetts?
Yes, right.
Okay, Massachusetts. Okay, let's see.
Actually, men started volleyball. It was started as a men's game for people who didn't like basketball.
Okay.
And so they played volleyball because it was a little less strenuous.
Okay. Now, I love volleyball, but let's go with Miss Wilkes. Now, what is your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject, English.
English. Who's your English teacher?
Right now, I'm taking English at Troy University.
Oh.
So my English teacher is Professor Morrison.
Okay.
But I have Miss Gohagen for like
Okay.
journalism and stuff.
All right. Now, the next question: one of your elementary school teachers that made a great impact in your life.
I think Miss Coley, my third grade teacher.
Miss who?
Miss Debbie Coley.
Coley. Okay. All right. Let's go with Ella. Ella. This is Ella. Okay. You're the senior. Now, elementary school level. Name one of your favorite teachers that you had that made an impact on your life.
Miss Hickson, Laura Hickson.
Ms. Laura Hickson. Okay. And what school was that in? Oh, we got it. Call it. Now just hit that button there. Thank you for calling Good News and Interviews, and your answer is?
Jack.
Jack, that is correct. All right, who's calling, please?
Jody Lee. Jody Lee.
Is this Jody? Well, Jody, I may have to give it to somebody else. This is Jody. Okay, I may have to give it to somebody else. I'll take you over there. But thank you for calling. Well, you are the winner. You know. But
No,
thank you.
that's fine if somebody else calls.
No, I'll have another one. So we would get one, and I'll give one to someone else. All right, thank you, Jody. I'll just pick it up. Thanks for calling. We have another one, so if somebody else wants to call, we'll let's go back to you. All right. And what school was that at? With Miss
Goshen Elementary.
Goshen Elementary. Now, who in high school has made that you have made a big impact?
Miss Gohagen.
Let's go, Hayden. I asked teachers. And the lady in the middle is Miss Adair Jaley. Your elementary. Name an elementary teacher that's made a big impact on your life.
Probably Miss Gisela Jones.
Miss who? Miss Jones?
Yes, sir.
What's her first name?
Miss Ella.
Miss Ella Jones. Was that at Goshen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What about high school?
I'm gonna say Coach Amy.
Good answer.
I'm gonna say Coach Amy.
But anyway, I certainly want to thank y'all for coming. We've got just a few more minutes. But again, we're playing host tomorrow. Geneva County. And then the next day we travel to Brantley on Thursday. And to get into Brantley, do they have to do the same?
I don't think. Well, I do think Brantley is using GoFan because we saw Mr. Brifford told me today that their game was already loaded. So I think Brantley is also using GoFan tickets.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. The next caller, doesn't matter who it is, if you want to win a $20 gift certificate to the Pizza Palace in Brundage, call us at 770-3352. First caller wins that certificate. And to go to GoFan, you can Google GoFan or go to the Pike County Schools
website.
Hit Goshen Athletics.
It's Goshen Athletics. There's a link to the
There's
GoFan.
a link to it. And do y'all have concessions?
We are going to have concessions. We do have candy and drinks, and I think we're going to have nachos. We were kind of, we were held back to just having prepackaged stuff, so I think it'll be just prepackaged.
Well, Ms. Warwick, during the summer, what are some things that y'all do to get prepared as athletes, especially on the female? I know it's probably been difficult because Goshen's in the corner of Pike County, and all your girls live everywhere. So it's kind of difficult getting them to Goshen.
It is. We do summer workouts. We like to start with the girls because, we only have one weight room, and so we all have to share. So the girls, we choose to go at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Because it's a lot cooler at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I do like to run a lot. I run a lot, and I do like for them to run a lot and get in shape. So we like to go when it's early. So we go usually from 6 to 8, 3 days a week.
Okay. And so when are y'all able to practice at the very end of school? So do the kids, when do you are actually able to do your practice?
We just have to condition during the month of June,
Okay.
and that's in the summer months. Each sport has a little bit of time they can, and so basketball and football have the month of June to where they can practice, so the gym stays set up for basketball practice, and then after about the last week of June, we can start practicing.
Yeah. But once school starts, do y'all practice after school?
We do.
And then the girls get home somehow, some way with their parents?
A lot of my varsity drive, but then some of them, since we do have some younger kids on varsity, they do have to have other people take them home, or either their parents come get them.
Okay. My next question is, so currently your schedule, how many matches do you have regular season? Or y'all have another tournament coming up?
We do have. We do.
2 minutes?
He said 2 minutes.
Do
have another tournament coming up. I think our next
Geneva
tournament
County.
is going to be Geneva County's
Geneva
tournament.
County.
In Geneva
Yeah.
County, okay.
Yeah.
And do we have a tournament? Does Goshen have a
We
tournament?
do. We actually have a tournament. It's going to be it's the first weekend in, I think, in October. It's called the Volleyball tournament. We decorate for Halloween, and we have fun with it. I'm looking forward. We couldn't have it last year, so I'm looking forward to having it this
Miss
year.
Amy, what can someone do if they'd like to help the athletic program at Goshen as it relates to ladies? Because you have ladies volleyball, you have ladies softball, or any other sport, basketball. What can they do for the volleyball team, since we're talking volleyball, as far as any kind of help that y'all may need?
Well, we were just very fortunate. One of the things that we desperately needed was water for practices, because our water fountains and the girls are supposed to remember to bring water, but we don't always do that. So Mr. Chris just brought us a bunch of cases of water. So we're always, in my PE classes, could use water also. So water is one of the things that, in anything like that.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay. But when we got just about 30 seconds left, but on behalf of the entire listening audience, I would like to thank y'all for coming on the show. Certainly,
Thank
Ella,
you for having us.
we want to wish you good luck this year in volleyball and any other sport. And you're about to graduate. I want to thank Casey Wilkes and Jaylee Adair for coming, and Miss Amy Warwick. And if you want to support the Lady Eagles, they're playing at home tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Go to gofan.com. And want to thank Perry Brown and him for coming. And next week, tune in for good news and interviews with Forrest Lee. And I've got a couple of gifts for the girls. They're going to get a choice of peanuts, cheese straws from Bird's Drugs, and I'm probably going to give one of them the certificate. We'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us.